Hello, hello. It's been a little while since we've done a live stream, Fusion Fridays, when we talk about everything that's been changing in the real estate and AI industry. So today, I'm really excited about a couple of new things that we've launched and how they kind of all tie in. As you know, there's so much that's changing in the AI space that it's hard to keep up. And so what we're doing is trying to bring those enhancements that we see most valuable to real estate professionals and fold them into the refresh engine. So that way you don't have to go around and try 17,000 different products. So what I'm going to do today is walk you through 5 new prompts that we've launched that bring together all of the enrichment data on your contacts and properties, along with our prediction scores in order to generate some really compelling pieces of content for you to use in your marketing. We'll walk through each one, not take too much time on each one. And then if you stick around to the end, we'll make you a special offer. Okay. So Facebook world, LinkedIn world, and YouTube world. Hold on. Here we go. Let's get into it. All right. So the first thing is we made a couple of little housekeeping here, right? So our dashboard, we've cleaned it up a little bit. We've kind of reorganized it to make it easier to find the ChatGPT enabled prompts. So still like the number of likely sellers and properties we're monitoring, how much improvement we've done. Activity streams gotten a little bit shorter on the right. And then we brought a lot of the prompts, well, not a lot, several of the prompts forward, just so it's easy to click and go as you need them. And just as a reminder, they're also all available to you on any of your contact details by just clicking marketing. You're going to see all these same ChatGPT enabled prompts. So guys, what you're seeing is more of that generative AI. We're bringing it forward, reducing the friction, allowing you to interact with it. All right. So from here, you can either click view all templates or on the right over here. It felt like people weren't finding it. So that's why we kind of made some of these improvements. All right. So when you look at all the templates, the new ones are seller persona, which is really around helping you find more sellers like the people that own that home. And it gives you some marketing pieces, some ad targeting lightly. And we've got a lot of people that have asked for more than that. So we're going to continue to expand that. Then we also gave you 2 90-day campaigns to go after sellers. So one with obviously email and one with text. And then, if you guys want a blended one, just let us know and we'll do a blended one. So it's kind of emails and text kind of commingled. The transform property photos is a really cool one. I've done a couple of videos and blog posts on this, but there were like 1,000 steps to actually do it. So now we've made it so you just have to enter in one thing. You get all the goodness right off the bat, and then you can enter in and go. I'll show you that here in a second. All of these you're going to see. And the final one is a listing flyer. It takes, all of that content on the property and writes out something that's kind of an expanded version of a listing description, highlighting all the benefits and things that would want to call out. I think it's a great starting point for any real estate professional when they're looking at, hey, I just got a new listing. How do I really sell this? Now, one key thing to all of these is that we always start with a buyer persona and to some degree. So let's start with the buyer persona being, we want to speak to the person who's most likely to buy that home, right? That's what we've done with the listing, the emails, the texts, and the listing flyer. So just, you're going to see that kind of reoccurring here. Now, starting with the seller persona, I've already drafted it up. All you have to do in order to do this is you enter in a property address and hit submit. I did it before this, just so that way you don't have to wait for it to generate. But we do the full refresh on the property, giving you all the information about where they've lived and phone numbers and emails and who's the owner and everything about the property. But then we write the seller persona, right? So someone that's like this person, like this property, with demographics, psychographics, interests, pain points, desires. So it is property, geographic location, and demographic specific because of the property you selected. Now, once all those pieces are here, even locations where you can hang out to meet more of these types of sellers, right? So if you want to bump into them, phrases to use when you see them. I mean, we're fully giving you guys everything you need in order to crush it whenever you run into a seller like the owner of the home that you've selected. We go on to give you the digital ad targeting packages. So this is what we've kind of had more people ask for us to expand in our different polls. In this case, it's, what settings do you set when you run ads on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram? What do I say? So we give you 2 ads for Facebook, 2 for LinkedIn, and 2 Instagram, like for some text. We don't give you the images yet, but I think that's something that we've been hearing you guys would like to have, kind of that image prompt as well. That I think honestly, what Facebook is doing is just awesome. It's free, or use Dolly 3. Midjourney's probably don't need that. You don't need to pay for that one, for that type of prompt. And then even some marketing ideas. So seller persona is, man, I love this home. I want to find more people that are looking to sell that are like this person. So rather than just go door knocking, we give you ways to speak to them, where to run into them, and to market to them. Next is our listing email campaign. So this is the same type of thing. You enter in an address. We pull all the information back on that property, do the full refresh for it, and then we start to write a 90-day campaign. Now, there's some placeholders in here for things like testimonials or whatnot, or like maybe there's a downloadable, what's my house worth or whatnot. So this gets you a long way down the pipe of writing a 90-day campaign. And this email campaign isn't a generic template. Every time you generate this for any of the properties, it's going to be different. It's kind of one of those benefits of generative AI. And because of that, we would say copy and paste it into whatever system you're using. And we even give you the number of days. So this email 4, day 30, subject line here, because it's testimonial, as you can read. Okay, email 5, day 60, even gives you CTA, email 6, day 90. So everything you like, the structure, the timing, the context, it's all here. It might require a little bit of finesse. I think with all of these, anything you're doing with generative AI, think of it that you used to have to be the copywriter and the editor. Now you just have the editing job, right? So you kind of get to retire one. Plus, you get the benefit of some of the expertise if you write the prompts right. But this will be accurate for that property with any details that are brought in. Same thing with some of the other ones coming up here. So the next one is the text. So this is a 90-day SMS text campaign to the owners of whatever property. Let's see. So this is in Las Vegas. It doesn't look like they're likely to sell, so probably not great to do it to this person. But it's the same thing. You can see where there's placeholders in here for you. It's usually, sometimes it comes off not quite salesy enough, or maybe it's a little too salesy. So run it a couple of times, pick the one you like. It's going to be very obvious. Like after you run it once or twice, you're going to find like, I really like how that sounds. There you go. You just then copy it with the little green guy there, paste it into a Google Doc or wherever you like to store stuff, and then just drop it into your CRM. But it is all the contact, all the copy that you need in order to have a successful campaign. And we've trained these guys off of all of those best practice books, that we have, along with feedback from coaches and everything else. So these aren't just basic prompts that you put in. These have actually taken a lot of time to build. The next one is the transforming property photo. This one, I geek out. I love this one. So basically, think of it this way. You have a property that has maybe some things that need to be enhanced about it. Like it needs a new coat of paint, or the backyard would be better if it had a patio or pool or covered barbecue, or maybe there's no furniture in the home and you want to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Or maybe the style is outdated and you want to go from a farmhouse to a modern craftsman farmhouse, just kind of an update like I'm showing you here. All you have to do is type in whatever design that you want for the property, and then it'll generate 10 different Midjourney prompts for the different rooms or exteriors of a property. And then all you have to do, this does require Midjourney, is whether or not you have a picture on your laptop from like, I don't know, Redfin, or if you have from a picture you took yourself. But you have to drag it in And if you want a details about how to do this, I can do another video. Just put comments on this one. Say, hey, please give me an explainer of how to do this. But the result is basically this, right? So we use this as what they call a seeded image. So this is literally an image we pulled off of a website for real estate, right? It's a pretty nice backyard, but it feels like, it's missing something. It's just not quite finished. And so we use the prompts that I just showed. I literally just copied this outdoor one. This one right here. Oh, sorry, that's office space. Whichever one it is. Where did he go? Outdoor area. There we go. This is outdoor, greenery, all that. And you literally, as you can see in the prompt, right? It says seeded image. If you copy and pasted this in, just boom, it would pull it up, and then it would have a placeholder for the image. And you just drop an image in. And so you can see here it is. There's the image, there's the backyard. And then what it did is it took us from this image and helped the potential buyer see the potential in this home by putting in a nice patio, extending the patio or modifying the patio. It gives you variations. But maybe that's not good enough. Maybe you also want, I don't know, maybe a fire pit. Like you can make those quick changes. And it'll generate another version of it, right? So it is really powerful for you to be able to use, image was worth 1,000 words. Well, here's thousands of variations of images. So it's worth so much to be able to take a kind of a not perfect photo and turn it into something that really is powerful. You can see I've been kind of playing with this today, taking properties that, aren't great, they're not awful, but maybe you just want to slightly enhance them without saying it's a whole different house. That doesn't work. You can't use that for your marketing, right? So you can see this is, has the same color countertop. It feels like it needs a little TLC, right? And so here's variations of that property. If you do slight modifications to it, you can see how much better, or in my opinion, better that property could look, right? Same thing here. Here's another example. So there's a lot you can do with this one from both exterior and interior. Any room, backyard, um, you know, ugly, whatever room that is, kind of what could you do to it? Bathrooms, I mean, go from this type of bathroom to something like this. On and on. The outside of the house is just beat up. Hey, this is all closed off. I think this one came out pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice and open. Still, you can tell that it's still that house, right? Which is the most important thing. So there's that. That one is the image generator. Actually, you know what? I didn't show you the result of it. So let's see what it came back with by what we asked it to add a fire pit, right? So let's see what it did. So different porch layout. Oh, there's a fire pit. There's a fire pit around chairs. So yeah, it does take creative liberties, guys. All right. But that's the whole point of it. All right, next one. So now we're on to the listing flyer and the final one here. Thank you for hanging with. So here now we're in Georgia. Again, pulls back all the data on the property. And again, all you have to do is enter in an address. And now this is, hey, I'm going to maybe go to a listing appointment. And I want to show them how I'm going to find a buyer for their home and how I'm going to talk about their home. So first thing we do is, like I said at the beginning, we start with an audience persona, right? A home buyer persona. So that way we can make sure whatever content is written after that is we can specify how it speaks to pain points or interests, right? So here's the name, Thompson, which is again fake name, just it's a persona name. Age, income, who they are, psychographics, family values, like golfing, cooking, DIY stuff, landscaping, pain points and desires. I really leverage these a lot. At least when we create the content, because it speaks to, what am I scared of, what I really want. And that's when you get content that really connects, not just lays out features that are really nice, maybe granite countertops or. Now, it is important to get those features or facts about a home correct. So as you can see, if you did this without this, it's called hallucination. The prompt would go off in Never Never Land, and it'd be talking about a 5-bedroom, blah blah blah. And you're like, no, it's not. I've got a 4-bedroom, I've got a 3-bath. Like, this is the square footage. This is how old. This is all that kind of stuff. All of that kind of data is brought directly in, and you can see that it picks what it brings in and where. But it usually brings it a little overview of the property up top, about the neighborhood, about the school system, a couple of areas, pieces about the house itself that you can call out. I'd probably always advise maybe tweaking them a little bit, but they usually come off really clean. And you can literally take this and almost copy paste it into different pieces of a listing, like flyer, listing brochure, to really kind of add all that sizzle. And you don't have to sit there if sometimes you get that white page, you look at it, you don't know what to say. Use this. Run it a couple of times. You don't like the first result, I guarantee you can be amazed by what it comes back with. So those are just a couple of new cool things, guys. I know it's getting towards Christmas, so I hope everyone's ready for the holidays and excited about the holidays. Just stay tuned for after Christmas. We have a exciting we have an exciting prompt that is perfect for end of year planning for next year. And I don't want to say more than that. Besides, look for a video right after Christmas. It's going to be added into your Refresh Engine account, included with your subscription. And it's going to help you level up for next year, kind of get things squared away and ensure that you are doing all the activities you need to do and have a way to track them without having to go spend hours and hours with, a template trying to figure out how to, fill in all the blanks right. Takes a couple minutes. You're going to be amazed. Stay tuned. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hope you get to spend some time with your family. And please have some fun with these prompts over the weekend before Christmas. I guarantee you're going to be amazed by what they can do for you.